Hi, I'm Jami Philbrick for IamRoad.com. I'm here in Scottsdale, Arizona, speaking with the great Willem Dafoe about his role in the new film, John Carter. Had a chance to speak to Mr. Dafoe about the film, his character, and what he had to do physically to prepare for this part. Here's what Willem Dafoe had to say about John Carter.
It's great to speak with you.
Great.
I wanted to begin by asking you, I heard you say that it's always good to work on a passion project.
Yes.
And this certainly is Andrew Stanton's passion project. He loves his source material.
Yep.
How did that sort of motivate you, or his enthusiasm affect you on the set?
Well, just when he told me what he was doing, I could tell this was going to be something special. And let's face it, when it's a passion project, there's no going back, there's only going forward. There's a kind of energy that you don't have when you think a director has been hired and it's, you know, he'll do his job, but it's an exercise for them. This was more than that. This is a book that Andrew lived with for many years, and he had always imagined making a movie of it. So that's special. You look for that.
Yeah, and get to work with him and sort of help him bring his imagination to life.
Sure, sure. You help him do this great thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Your character, a wonderful character in this film.
Good.
Tell me a little bit about the process of an actor, as an actor, preparing for this role, and especially the physicality that you had to go through for this role.
Right. For this, because it's a motion capture character, the approach was very physical, because I performed on stilts most of the time, and with cameras on my head and all this equipment. I also had 4 arms, so there were lots of very specific challenges. But the nice thing was, we actually played the scenes. So in some ways, I approached it conventionally. And the psychology of this character, even though he's a Martian, I think we recognize is a human psychology. So there were certain aspects of the process that were conventional, and then there were others that were quite odd, because when you're performing on stilts, that hands you a whole different set of physicality than you're used to, physical gesture and impulse than you're used to. And you play with that, and it's nice. Rather than seeing it as a pain, you see it as a plus.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, the character could easily have just been done completely CGI and have you come in and do the voice later. What were you able to sort of help bring the soul of the character alive from being on set? It was very important, right?
Yeah, very important. I think, you know, I can't say, because the audience will have to say, but you want this character to feel, you want to feel a soul there, you want to feel a beating heart. And also, I think when animators are making things, they aren't there, you know, you can't fragment it, you can't get it moved too far from the source. When we actually film the scenes, there's a logic that takes care of itself as far as the psychology of the scene and dealing with the elements and just practical gesture and things that you could never find if a guy was looking at the scene with the live action actor and then rendering a computer character to complement that. So there's an integration there when you shoot the scene and then animate from that scene, rather than just taking an element and then adding another element.
There's that soul, there's that humanity already there.
We hope. I mean, I can't say, because when I watch the film, I see myself. I don't know whether it's just because I can remember doing the scenes and I see that gesture, I remember why I did that or why I thought I should do that. But when I look at it, the animators are so good and they're so studied and so well researched, and they're so good at what they do, that sometimes I see myself in the eyes and in the smile, and definitely in the gesture.
Yeah, well, it looks great in the film.
Great.
It's a great performance.